favorite ever, 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 ever. And now, as part of this Dazzling design series that Philip helps to create, you are not only going to get the Bluebird Rose of Sharon Hibiscus, but you're also going to be getting this beautiful shade called Aphrodite.
She's gorgeous.
And it's all going to grow on one plant.
Indeed. Well, what it is that we have both plants that are in the same pot.
Yes.
They're planted as young plants so that they all form this matrix all together, which is really beautiful. So it's a living flower arrangement.
Love it.
And they work well at the seashore.
I love that too, because I've been asking Philip, what can I plant down at the beach? Here is one of those options. And
yes.
if you think about it, you see these on Nantucket, right? You see these in little beach towns. You can have this down by the shore.
And in extreme northern zones too, because these are absolutely hardy as they can be. This comes in a nice big gallon plant. And these will also grow in poor soil, mountaintops, the seashore. They're full. They're upright, they're tidy, and look how tropical looking they are.
So what do I have to do in the wintertime? Am I bringing this indoors?
No, no, no. You go inside, enjoy the winter, look at it, all the snow, what else is going on out there.
So it's a perennial?
This absolutely stays
Cold
that.
hardy.
It's a hardy shrub.
Love
These
it.
will get 8 to 10 feet tall.
Nice.
And it's tidy, so you don't have to worry about a bunch of trimming. So this gives you the tropical look.
Look at it.
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
But see the garnet eye? That blue one even has a red eye. It's a landing pad for the hummingbirds. But it's dazzling because there are not very many flowering shrubs 8 to 10 feet tall that bloom all summer. This one blooms all summer. You never have to spray it. No pest problem, including no deer problems.
What kind of sun and soil and all those kinds of things?
Full sun to part shade, and these will grow in good soil. They'll also grow in the nastiest soil, like where daylilies will grow.
Okay.
So this is one of those shrubs that is great for the novice gardener. You don't have to know a lot to have success with these. And the Aphrodite is a beautiful flamingo pink, and the blue is bluebird blue.
Will I have flowers this year from
Yes,
this?
my dear.
I will. Oh, this is a nice size sample that you're sending us.
See there,
right?
I'm not playing here. But I love these mixed
playing.
together, and this is what I do for my clients. I do these mixes, and I also have planted these as hedges. If you bought several, you can do a nice hedge, which is great. If you've got an evergreen hedge already, plant this in front of the evergreen hedge so it's not just so utilitarian looking.
Nice.
But this is what ships out to you. It's a nice big plant, bushy already, and it'll start blooming midsummer, and this blooms all the way into the freezing time.
Love it.
And every single year it comes back. You go inside, leave it out there, container or in the ground.
That bluebird color is just one of the prettiest flowers I've ever seen. Years ago, we used to do these Rose of Sharon hibiscus trees, and we did the bluebird, remember? Because
you had it by your pool.
I had it by the pool.
Yeah.
Well, then we redid the deck and made it larger, and so I had to say goodbye to that tree.
Wouldn't you
I
like to have this?
mourned it for years, and
Well,
so I'm
stop
so
that
happy
crying.
to see.
Stop that crying right now.
I'm so glad to see this back, and now to blend it with that Aphrodite, which is this pretty soft, like rose pink, isn't it? It's a
just
muted
beautiful.
color. It's kind of a hard color to describe almost, like a watercolor shade of pink.
Indeed, I agree with you.
Yeah.
They're just beautiful. They mix so well
So
with everything.
pretty.
We've got a Sun Patience collection coming up that they would be really
Yeah,
pretty with
yeah.
too. But both of these
Love it.
varieties, the Bluebird and the Aphrodite, are award winners. They're low maintenance, high impact. This is great curb appeal. Again, if you wanted to buy a pair of these on either side of the front door, either side of the back door, either side of the gate, or back away from the property, once they're established, they'll take drought. And that's what I love about them.
Do I cut this back in the winter?
You don't
and
have
how
to.
far back can I cut it?
You can cut it back. You can keep it at about 3 feet.
Okay.
In fact, I've seen these sheared as hedges,
Yes.
or you can let them grow freeform 8 to 10 feet tall.
And let me tell you, nothing gives you an abundance of incredible flower power than Rose of Sharon hibiscus.
That's correct.
I mean, if you want a plant that's going to be covered, just covered in flowers, Rose of Sharon hibiscus is the way to do it. Outside of that tree that I had, we have 2 more Rose of Sharon from Cottage Farms planted on our back area, and I just cut it back to the level of the deck fence post every year.
Yes.
It grows tall, it fills in full greenery, you see it completely covered in buds, and when those start to open, it's just a nonstop flower show for about 2 months.
And you know, that's what I've planted around my back patio too, is the Rose of Sharon, because I don't have to mess with them.
That's it. That's what I love.
And
you're not deadheading, you're not doing
none of that.
You're just letting it do its thing, and when it's done, you cut it back and you say, see you next year.
And you can trim it just like you would a privet hedge. You don't have to
I don't know what that is. What is a privet hedge?
People, y'all know what a privet hedge is. I can hear you. Yes, y'all said yes. They're real easy. They're privacy greenery hedges.
Got it.
And you see them, you know, in Nantucket. You see them in Florida. You see them all over.
Yes.
These will work in Florida. These will work in Nantucket. These will work in Chicago.
Anywhere they won't work?
Right in the middle of the desert.
Okay.
So, but if you live in the middle of the desert, guess what? Put them in pots, and then you water
And then
those
you can
pots.
have it, yeah.
Because they're gorgeous in pots, as you can see. I put this one in a blue pot just to pop it up. If you've got a deck area, you want a lot of color, this is a good way to go. When I lived in Manhattan and designed rooftop gardens,
Yeah.
I used these on rooftops because it was one of the few flowering shrubs that would survive the winter. Because
Okay.
the wind up there was crazy.
Right.
And these actually worked.
Oh, I'm
And
totally getting these.
the
Put them on
plants
my
I'm sitting
list.
at, look how big they are. These are nice, big, look at the wood.
Love it.
This is not a little sapling. This is going to bloom its head off this year. As I mentioned, I've got them all around my back deck area.
Yeah.
And what I underplanted mine with were sun patients. So it was just color, and more color, and hardly any maintenance. That's what you want, low maintenance, high impact.
How many did you tell me of these have been ordered, Brian? 3,000 of these have been requested.
Look.
Oh my gosh, you guys are going crazy.
Well, look at this.
It's M48985. It is from the Dazzling Design Series. When these were on in April of last year, they completely sold out. These are the first quantities of the season. Don't let it sell out on you again. I mean, this Dazzling Design Series, it's kind of when I'm searching for plants for our house, I go to QVC.com and I type in Cottage Farms Dazzling Design, because those are the ones where Philip and the team from Cottage Farms have done all of the work for me. I'm pretty good with color and knowing what looks good together, but I love when somebody else can do the work for me once in a while, so that I can just put in and I know these 2 colors look beautiful together. They're going to fill out together beautifully. Wouldn't you want to look at that every single day this summer?
I do.
M48985. Oh my, what? Last call? Okay, you need to order me 2 of those, please, Brian. Would you please? Thank you so much. M48985. Love, love, love those. All right, I wasn't planning on spending money today, but apparently, Philip,
How you going to take me out
it's
to
one
dinner,
of those
honey?
days.